Good afternoon, lower school, and welcome to our fourth virtual assembly. Growing together, reaching higher. So once again we come together just to take time and reflect and set out our goals for both this week and the coming weeks as we head towards the half term. So our notices continue along the same line that they have been. Again, look after your mental health and awareness. Keep to a solid routine. Follow everything that you should be doing, accessing your work via the school internet, using Seneca. Don't forget there's work on there as well for music, art and drama. You can still contact the school, and I've got another slide and we'll go through that in a moment. Work related prizes, we're now about to give out 2 prizes every week. One is an arts prize and another one for general work online. We've got a new recipe of the week coming from Miss Allen, and this is falafel this week. The Year 9's options process is closed. There are 1 or 2 of you who will be receiving phone calls if we need to talk to you about changing or altering those in some ways. And just to remind you, after what's been said this week, we need to continue staying safe and following these new measures that have been put in place, and hopefully if we do this we can reduce the infection rates. So Miss Allen has been busy once again to give us a special for the week. So have a little look at this one. This is falafels. I know that some of you have had these before and they're so tasty. Again, if you get the chance to cook these at home with younger brothers and sisters or family members, a photo sent in to us at info@artbolton.org would go a long way. I'd love to be able to share that with everybody else. I can't wait actually to get back to school because some of the teachers used to bring in amazing food and I was always lucky to try that. So don't forget, have a go at this recipe that Miss Allen has put together. The number of you contacting school has gone up, which is fantastic. A lot of questions about how to access work, some questions about options, and we've got quite a few parents as well just checking in, which is just wonderful to hear from you. A reminder for everybody, info@artbolton.org for any queries. If you put your name in your form, it helps to get to the right person. You can also phone 773 8156. If you've got any concerns, worries, or you're struggling with anything at all, then you can still use the SHARP system, which is always here to help, and people will get back to you very quickly. So some exciting news then. There are going to be 2 vouchers being given out. And I think this is because we looked at the amount of artwork that we're getting in, and we really felt that the art challenge should be rewarded, but also online working. So I will be announcing as of next week 2 winners every week, 1 for art and 1 for commitment to online learning. So do send your work in. Do keep logging on Seneca. Your hours are being logged, and we'll use those to help us decide who wins these prizes. So I was wondering if, like me, you were glued to the TV last Sunday as we waited for the Prime Minister Boris Johnson to stand up and tell us about what's happening next, the next stage. And he went through all the different levels and the numbers that we need to get down to. And in the end, he gave us some new measures. And these new measures are quite clear. Firstly, that some people can go back to work if it is safe to do so. There was also the idea that we can now exercise and go to the park. As long as we keep our social distancing, that we can do that now and not be restricted to 1 hour. So what does this mean for you? Well, actually, nothing really changes that much. Apart from you now can go to the park as long as you keep your social distance from your friends. Remember, that's 2 meters, and you can have a little bit longer to get some exercise. You're still required to do your online learning, so log on to Seneca. Don't forget there is still the artwork, and there is some drama work and some music work that aren't on Seneca but can be accessed on KS3 lower virtual school resources there. You need to think though about how you change. We know that we're still at some risk at the moment, especially those of you who've got family members with preconditions, heart problems or maybe breathing problems, asthmatic. So during this time of Ramadan, I know that you'll desperately want to see your families and spend time with relatives and friends. It's really important that we keep in mind that we mustn't be having large social gatherings. It is okay to visit one family member, but we still need to keep our distance. So I've been taking my children over to see their grandparents, and we've been chatting through the window at a distance of 2 metres, sending virtual hugs and things like that to keep and maintain those relationships. It is absolutely vital that we still maintain this. If we're going to beat this together, all of us need to follow the new guidelines. I'm sure that your parents can't wait to get back to work, and they also perhaps can't wait for you to get back to school and for things to get back to normal. So we need to take our time so we don't get a second spike, and it means that all of us can get back together. And in a moment I'm going to share a message that the teachers put together for you. But do follow this. This Ramadan, stay at home to help save lives. So here is our statement to you. If, like me, you probably went straight on and you were trying to work out who was each teacher as they're wearing their non-school clothing, as it were. So go along and try and work out which member of staff it is. You'll see some children in there as well, which I think is fantastic. We're all very artistic. Some of us are better than others. Lots of colour in there. But the statement says this: to our amazing students, families and staff, everyone at Art Bolton miss you very much. And although you are not in school right now, we are thinking about you all. Stay happy and stay safe. From Team Bolton. So once again, here's some of our shout outs for this week. I've got lots from maths and science and humanities this week. So our best online workers, and you can see some numbers there in some of these, and you can see names that have been mentioned. A couple of pieces of artwork as well, as people step up in their skills and improve all of that. So there's quite a lot of shout outs this week. Keep going. Don't forget, send in work, anything that you're proud of, whether it be a piece of artwork, whether it be a piece of English, some maths you've done, some geography, it does not matter. Send it to us at info@artbolton.org and put it forward and say on there submission for Amazon vouchers. The winner this week is Gamela Said, and this is absolutely for outstanding commitment to online learning, both English, maths, science, humanities. We see work being produced and hours of effort being put in to really demonstrate outstanding commitment. So an Amazon gift card for £10 will be on its way for you. Remember, next week there will be 2 going out, one for art and one for online commitment. I look forward to seeing you all soon, and I hope you have a fantastic half term. I'll be sending out another assembly next Friday, and that'll be our half term assembly. Look after yourselves and stay safe.